Many of the Muslim youth, they go to college, and in their first year they have to take a set of basically a diverse set of courses, and maybe they find, oh, there's a course on Islamic studies. As a Muslim, that will be very easy for me, let me just take it. And it's just full of Orientalist literature, and I don't think they're just ready to deal with that, you know.
Yeah, and some of those themes that emerges from those literary body of work continue, and they felt, they seep into wider culture. So you see, Hollywood's depiction of, um, the Arab male. There are books written by scholars who study the images of Muslim and Arab in Hollywood, and often they are, the villain, it's the villain, the brown villain, and with a thick accent, and so some of those persist. I think, to your point, Asma, about the challenges that young people or students encounter once they go to college, this is something that was talked about by participants in my research. And that was, in the school, in Islamic school, in the community, they are taught about, Islam is this, and that you accept it. There's no discussions, there's no conversations back and forth, and thinking through the concepts and the ideas and the beliefs. And then you go to school, to university, and now everything about Islam is examined under a microscope, or everything about religion is examined. So I think what we need to do is give them the thinking tools, right? I mean, it's fine that they're exposed to these things, but we need to give them the tools to think through these things, to be able to speak to it, to be able to deal with it at a psychological level, and to also be able to, using those same tools to firmly ground their own faith. Because a young Muslim who graduates from, the Islamic weekend school, and we teach them in the family, and then they go out there and people are asking them critical question: why does Islam, promote this? Why do you have to pray 5 times a day? Why do you wear this thing on your head? Why are Muslims, treat women a certain way? If we're not giving them the critical thinking skills that are needed, and have them talk about this in school, I mean, in the community, I mean, then they're not going to have those tools, and they will be coming from a place of of feeling attacked when they are exposed to this information. Yeah, the other thing, that happens is that they will be exposed to, especially kids who go to Islamic school, if they don't have opportunities to then interact in their neighborhood or in their, soccer club or whatever with non-Muslims, then they go out into university, and now they are exposed to everything. And so how have we prepared them to deal with all these forces that are coming at them? And also, how do we give them the tools to deal with all the stuff that they're reading about Islam online?